How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And first of all, I want to welcome 2 subscribers to my channel. And Lewiston Maniac and find the other one here, Fee Files Fuqua. Thank you for subscribing. Please mark the videos like if you like my videos. Now, the reason I'm posting this video, and I have some Kathy news. For some months, my videos have not been appearing on Coast to Coast AM. It is not because I've been fired. It is not because of any problem with Premier Radio Network or George Norrie or Tom Danhouser. My emails have been hacked. I don't know if that's the reason or if Gmail has changed their policy. But in May, June, July, August, and September, I was able to download my videos in Gmail to Tom Danhouser with no problem. Now the files, it says it's too big. And I tried the way he wants me to do it, sending the video direct from YouTube. He receives it, but he says he can't copy it. And he doesn't want it done in any other way. And he says other people are having no problem uploading or downloading or whatever the hell you call it to him, but I am. Now, maybe it's because I'm using a Mac and he's using a PC or whatever he's using down there in Van Nuys. I don't know. But as a result, and as a result of my not getting paid the first 2 months from Coast, because it took 2 months for the first check, I had to take payday loans out. To pay my internet bill, caught up my other bills, and paying $70 and some months $105 to Kathy's 2 gas cards also hurt me financially. Those are now paid, but I won't have the savings reflected until the 30th. It cost me $1.50 a day to feed my outdoor cats plus tax. I have to feed them canned food. Because, like when I went down there last night, the raccoons make noises communicating with each other, saying there's food in the area. And they will come up and chase away the cats and their food and eat it. I can't leave them dry food. Also, for the last 3 days, there's finally been a break, but there's going to be rain for the next week. It's been pouring rain. I can't feed them in the pouring rain. I did manage the other night to put food under a car and they were able to eat, but the poor cats were soaking wet. I also feed my cats wet food. I can go skip a day, but that costs 58 cents a day. Now, because I made Kathy's payments for her for 14 months and it cost me over $1,000 to do so, I had a good credit reference. A major credit card, not one of these fly-by-night catalog companies, has given me a card with a $400 limit. That card will arrive this week, but they want a $95 fee to activate the card. And once I do that, I can pay for my internet and buy 2 months of wet and dry cat food. I don't know why the screen is flickering. That's weird. So that's my problem. I also am having a problem this month. I've got to arrange with the electric company to make payment arrangements, even though I've been paying on my bill every month. In the wintertime, my bill goes up because it's freezing in my living room, and I have to turn on the electric heater. So I'm paying $84.84 a month for the internet that Coast to Coast should be paying for and isn't. I need $150, guys. 95 of that is to go on the card. My GoPro camera comes up. The interest is due in 10 days. There's the receipt. I'm not going to show you the front. That's $28, and I need money to go to Oakland or to buy a money order to send them that. I'll lose my camera. That's a $400 camera. But it cost me $2.08 a day for wet food, not counting tax. So that's about a little more than $60 a month. I have enough dry food to last the month. Every day I leave a bowl of dry food out under my lawn chair on the balcony for the kitties. And I have not seen the little Squeak since Monday because she came down the balcony to eat, saw the little girl, got frightened, even though I called her Squeak, and she came running toward me. The minute she saw the little girl, she ran away. So at least she's smart enough to find the food. So she knows where the food is, so she won't be starving. I have struggled for months. I haven't been on coast, I think, since October. So this is why I need $150. I have $538 subscribers now with 329,895 views. I could use your help. And by the way, part of this thing is also people like Crappio, the pervert in Maine, who's posted videos, don't donate to George Senda, calling me a con man and a grifter when I'm not. And the people on Sewer Gab do the same. And I know there are decent people on there. I'm struggling. And then there's Kathy. We are effectively back together again. She came over 2 days ago or 3 days ago. We had a long talk, but it was very brief because she had to go to the doctor. And when I called her the next day, and I have her phone number and she has mine, she told me that she was reluctant to tell me the problems she had because I'd get upset. My first thought was, what the hell do I do now? I haven't seen you for 3 months. And she said, no, it's not that. She may have cancer. Now, it turns out the Ratty Patty is involved in this. Kathy loved going to see Judy. Judy died. She loved being with Pam. Pam died. The only friend she's got left is Ratty Patty. The Ratty Patty will not go out with Kathy on the first of the month anymore. They used to go shopping, and Kathy looked forward to it. The Ratty Patty won't drive to Pittsburgh unless she's got something to do in Pittsburgh, and that's California, not Pennsylvania. And she gave Kathy a baby stroller so Kathy could schlep her groceries around on the bus so Patty won't have to drive from where she lives to Pittsburgh to take Kathy to the store. And Ratty Patty insists when she does meet with Kathy that Kathy spends her own money for Bart and the bus. She does drive her home, but it's still kind of a rotten thing to do. So anyway, Kathy told me that sometime in the next week she's going in with Ratty Patty to the doctor for the test to make sure she does or doesn't, God forbid, have cancer. It's something about the uterus or the fallopian tubes or something in that area. I'm not certain of this yet, neither is Kathy until they do the test. But she's been bleeding a lot, and some kind of area in the walls of something are getting thick. And her mother had bone cancer and had problems in that area as well before she died of the bone cancer. And she had bleeding, so Kathy, and was around the same age as Kathy is now. So Kathy's very concerned about this, and so am I. It had me upset for 2 days. I couldn't think straight. So that's the Kathy news. So it comes down to this. If I don't get help, this is going to go dark. I'm not going to go down to Starbucks in the pouring rain because every time I do, I have a raincoat, but it only goes down to my waist, and then I get sick. and I spend 2 days recovering of that or more, or my bronchitis, excuse me, and sinus infection gets worse, which I've still got. The tooth socket is finally healing, by the way, so that's helping. So, I am not begging, I'm asking for help. So I don't want to hear any garbage from the sewer gab haters that there he goes again begging for money. In this case, I'm asking to stay on the net so this channel can survive. Come next month, I won't have the problem. I can feed my cats, I can pay the internet bill, and I'm going to contact Tom again and say, is there an alternate way we can do this? And I send Tom emails, and it takes him a couple of days to reply to me. I've sent him a video. I don't know if he's able to copy it or not, but that's why my videos aren't on Coast. No other reason. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, one other thing. Justin, the only one of the 4 of the Circle of Trust, is sending me a check that will come next week. I don't know how much it is. Drone can't afford it. Jerry can't afford it or won't. And said I should join Jason Callan's Legion. Why would I want to join a man who publicly tells his followers to mark my videos with dislike, and in his private channel, and why anybody would need a private channel is beyond me. From what I've been told by 6-week tenure, insults me. And as for 6-week tenure, his wife is upset of my treatment to the Circle over the network hoax. Someone who's never communicated with me at all and doesn't know me. So I'm not very happy about that either. So there are 4 members of the Circle of Trust. Drone can't. Jerry can't or won't. Suggest I go to Jason Callan, become a member of his Legion of Gloom. And 6-week tenure won't, because his wife won't give the money out. So the only one that helps me figuratively, literally, and financially is Justin. He's always been literally supportive of me, not figuratively. Supportive of me emotionally and otherwise. And I appreciate it. And it amazed me when he told me that his store is readying preparations for Passover. And they have to do 9 months ahead of time for orders for Hanukkah, Passover, and Halloween. There's a large Jewish community in Minnesota. Go figure, Jews in the snow. I never thought there was a big Jewish community in Minneapolis, but there is. So he's a real friend, and he's going down to see Mayan Cat soon. And there will be some Mayan Cat pictures on my blogs, I hope. And I know Mayan Cat will be happy to see him. All right, I need help, guys, or this channel is done until I come up with some money. And I'm not going to do videos until I have 2 months of internet paid up, so that I don't have to do this again, and I don't have to take another payday loan out. And I'm not going to take one out in January. They're gonna take $300 out of my account on the 30th, because I had to take one out this month. But that's it. I've got to stop sometime around. That's the other reason I don't have money. But that's all due to Coast Dan. And one other thing: don't contact Nori. Don't email Nori. It causes problems for me. And I don't need any more problems. I got enough headaches. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. Stay warm and dry out there, and stay safe. And I'll catch you next time. I'm doing another video in a minute. Bye-bye.